Little side note here as well, Brendan Myers and Tony Garcia, since their fight, have actually become pretty close friends, consistently talking on social media. All put away for the next 9 minutes or so.
Caitlin Neal in the corner of Brendan Myers. I just noticed that, and he just landed a big overhand.
Connected clean on the chin there by Myers. Tony Garcia with a clapping kick to the body.
Really nice setup with that kick with the right knee first. Good cross. Good cross by Myers.
Oh, down goes Tony
hurting.
on the back foot, and Myers capitalizes now on the back of Garcia.
Tony's going to want to start fighting those hands, which he's doing right now. He does not want Brendon to clamp down on that.
This is almost a replay of the first fight.
We've seen Myers take the back of each opponent in every single fight that he has made. No surprise here, under a minute, he is backpacked on Tony Garcia. Looks like it might be deep under the chin now.
Tony's in a bad position. Tony needs to try to spin towards him, and if the longer he waits, the harder it's going to be for him to get the position.
Garcia right up against his corner, Octavian Trumbo, Vance Elrod, coming up from Extreme Couture. Octavian Trumbo winning our main event a couple of months ago when Brendan Myers won his last fight.
Scary. Scary good.
Brandon's got that body lock, so it's going to be really hard for him to get off. If Tony went to his back and then rolls towards that foot that's wrapped around him, he might be able to break it. It's hard to want to go to your back here, though.
A little bit of blood dripping from the nose of Myers as Tony starts to try to get Brendon high. Again, like you said, Eric, though, stuck on his back like glue with that body lock on.
I think if Tony pins that arm that he's working there, he might be able to pull him back. No.
And Jason, like you said, more of the same from what we saw in the first fight. Brendon won the first round. Tony won the second. We will have to see what subsequently happens. 50 seconds to go, round one.
Very impressive with Brendon. Very impressed with Brendon striking in this fight. He landed a clean shot. He's already got Tony Garcia bleeding from the nose. And yes, this is very identical to their first fight, and looks like he's getting it under the chin, maybe?
Yeah.
30 seconds to work as he is getting a little bit closer, clamping the hands behind the head.
He gave up the body lock, but, I mean, he's still locked in on him.
Myers told me that he never felt better than when he fought Tony Garcia in those first 3 minutes of their fight back in March out in Clearfield.
So if I'm the corner of Brendon, I'm going to tell him to let this go and just hit him.
Final seconds, round one, which has been all Myers. Top of the second coming up in just a few moments. Whole lot of blood coming from the nose of Tony Garcia. Not the way he wanted to kick off this fight, Eric.
No, Tony's looking a little disappointed, obviously, in that first round. Myers just dominated him.
This is, like I said, this is almost an exact replay of the first fight. I don't think Tony's going to get out of his head any. Brendon actually breathing a little hard in the corner again. And this is, I hate to say it, and I keep sounding like a broken record here, but I hope this isn't like the first fight where we see Brendon kind of gas a little bit in the second round.
We see Caitlin Neal as well as Arthur Kleinfelder in the corner of Myers. No stool. Seated, though, is Myers. I wish we could get a better angle of it here on the
breathing
broadcast,
hard.
but he is breathing heavily.
He is breathing hard. Look at him there. Tony looks really composed considering the round he just had, but Brendon is breathing hard.
We'll see what changes Brendon has made in the gym now, because this, like I said, this is just an exact replay of that first fight. He looks a little better now. Maybe he was just catching his breath there, deep, taking those deep breaths in the corner.
No broken eye contact between these two as we kick off the top of round number 2.
The show's called Fierce, and they're fierce.
Garcia with a little bit of a pop early here. Couple of nice connections there as they get into the clinch. Myers punches out a little bit. Back to the center they go.
Tony might be hurt. He ate a couple big shots.
Tony needs to get his feet.
Nice combinations. Sorry to interrupt you there, Eric. Brendon just threw a nice combination.
Tony now chasing the back. Didn't land a takedown in the first fight, but we are seeing a little bit more output by Garcia here.
I know he's probably concerned about the knee, but the posture of Brendon would be primed for some body knees here.
Yeah, Brendon.
Soften that body up a little bit. It changes the fight. But
Garcia
Brendon's
punishing.
covering. There he goes. He's
Clean
coming
on the
back
chin
now.
is Myers
Oh
as
my
they get back
goodness.
into the clinch.
I'd like to see Tony turn off on an angle a little bit and hit the angle.
Nice jab.
Bloodied and
Lock
battered
in.
is Myers as he goes down. Tony smelling the blood.
He's gotta
Myers
lock that
setting up the triangle.
He needs to get his head out of there.
He might have that.
I can't see where the other arm is.
He's got his right arm underneath his leg. He's grabbing his foot, tightening up.
Yeah, but he needs
If he can get parallel,
Tony's arm across his neck. There it
As
is.
slick as you get, Brendon Myers, the dust is settled, and he gets it done.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching Fierce Fighting Championship on YouTube. For more daily content, make sure to click that subscribe button as well as the bell so you don't miss any of our daily fights, podcast clips, highlights, as well as our full weekly podcast. If you want to tune into one of our live shows, go ahead and head over to fiercefightingchampionship.com.